What's up, brand builders? Stephen Hurahan here at BrandMasterAcademy.com, and in this video you're going to learn 6 digital marketing principles that you need to grow your brand so you can stop being pulled in every direction by marketing trends and start focusing on systems that will help to grow your business. Now, if you're new to the channel and you want to build brands that go beyond the visuals using strategy, psychology, and creative thinking, then you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and you'll be well on your way. If you want to fast track your results, make sure you download the Pro Brand Strategy Blueprint. The link is in the description. Now, when I was a freelance designer, I knew that I needed to learn more about marketing. I was kind of clueless about how to market myself. So I went back to school and I studied digital marketing, and that was quite a few years ago now at this stage. And most of what I learned within that education has kind of become redundant now because everything moves so quickly within marketing, specifically within digital marketing. And what I want to do for you is to give you some guiding principles that you can use today within your business that will still be relevant in 10 years time. And if you take these into your business, you can use these fundamental principles to ride any marketing train and trend that comes in the future. Principle number 1, be where your audience is engaged. Now, the last part of that principle is very, very important. Be where they are engaged. Now, there was a time when businesses used to ask, do I need a website? And then they used to ask, do I need social media? Today, your audience is online. That's a fair assumption. They are online somewhere. Now, that doesn't mean that they are everywhere. And there's this old saying that you need to be everywhere. And that is a false misconception. Do not be everywhere because you will dilute your efforts. Zone in on where your audience is and where they're most engaged, and then go in there. Commit to whatever platforms they are and show up consistently. Principle number 2, speak to emotions, not logic. Now, we've learned a lot from neuroscience over the past 10 to 15 years about how the brain works, how humans work, how we behave. And what we've learned is that we make a lot of our decisions in our subconscious, and we make a lot of our decisions through emotions as well. So the key to this is to understand what emotions your audience has, what challenges they have in and around what you do, what problem you help them solve. You will be guaranteed that they will have some emotions around that challenge, and they will be directly linked to their fears and to their desires. What is it that they desire? What is it that they want to achieve? What is their goal? And what are their fears? What is stopping them from getting to their goals? And what are the consequences of not getting there? When you understand their fears and you understand their desires and you understand the emotions attached to those fears and desires, you can shape your messaging to appeal to those emotions. Principle number 3, don't be that guy. Now, what do I mean by don't be that guy? Well, have you ever met somebody and they were all about themselves? All they did was talk about themselves. All they did was make sure that they were taken care of, that they were looked after. And, all they did was ask for things. They never gave back. They never took the time to understand who you were or to ask you questions about yourself. Well, that is that guy. And most businesses go out there as that guy. They spend all their time in the market advertising, and that is asking for something from their audience. You cannot spend your time asking. You cannot be that guy. You need to take most of the time that you engage with your audience in giving them value, giving them help, telling them what they can do, giving them some kind of technique or system or some kind of solution to smaller problems that they have in the way that you engage with them. If all you do is advertise, if all you do is put budget behind ads that ask them to do something, then you're going to push those people away. You need to look at your marketing efforts and make sure that you have a balance that is far outweighed in the value that you give than what you're asking. So make sure you have that balance right. Principle number 4, get follow-up ability. So follow-up ability, that's just a word that I've made up, but it's really important. You need to make sure that you have the ability to follow up with who your audience is. Before, you might have been able to influence somebody with 1 to 2 touch points. Today, it takes at least 7 to 8 touch points on average to have any kind of influence. So you need to have the ability to follow up with those people. Now, one of the hardest tasks within branding and marketing is getting attention. If they come to your website, if they come to your social page, then you have been successful in getting their attention somehow. You have gotten over the hardest part of marketing and branding. And once you've done that, you want to make sure that you don't just let them walk off into the sunset. You need to get that follow-up ability, and that can come in the form of a pixel. So if they visit your website is pixeled, so you can follow up with them through Google or through Facebook. But the best way to follow up is through email. So having some kind of value there that you can exchange for their email address, and then having that follow-up ability so you can follow up with them, because you don't want to let that hard work go to waste. You've taken the time and you've put all that effort into getting their attention and getting them into your world. Make sure you get that follow-up ability. Principle number 5, give them a small win. So your audience has come to you through your content or possibly through an advertisement, and you have the ability now to show them that you know what they're going through, to show them that you understand their challenge. Now, the big challenge that you want to help them with is possibly 3, 4, 5, 10 touch points away. But in the meantime, you can be helping them with the millions of other micro problems and micro challenges that they have. And if you're able to do that, if you're able to give them a small win, if you're able to help them to overcome one of those small challenges, and you do that successfully, then they will be much more open to you helping them out with their much bigger challenges. And principle number 6, funnel their journey. Now, your audience is on a journey. They're on their own journey, and hopefully they will eventually come across your brand, and your brand will be a possibility for their road to success. Now, you need to first map out the journey that they're on, map out each and every step that they need to take to become a customer. Once you have mapped out your customer journey, you need to make it easy for them to progress from one step to the next by guiding them through one step to the next. It's not enough anymore to just have a website and expect them to do what you want them to do. You need to guide them through that one step at a time. So make sure you funnel your customer journey, and you make sure that you make it as easy as possible for them to step through your journey one step to the next, from becoming a cold audience to becoming a happy customer and hopefully brand advocates. Now, you'll notice within this video, I didn't talk about platforms or channels because those things change. The Facebooks of today, the YouTubes of today, they could possibly be gone tomorrow, or not gone. They might just change how they do things, so you don't have that ability to be able to do what you're doing today, tomorrow. But if you take these fundamental principles into your business, then you can look at whatever the platform is tomorrow, whatever the channel is tomorrow, and ride that train, ride that wave to marketing success. So you need to take these fundamental principles into your own marketing efforts. Make sure you understand them. Make sure that each and every time you put out some kind of marketing, that you have these principles in place. If you understand them, if you keep them close, if you live by them and build systems around them, then you can build a system to bring customers through from a cold audience to a warm audience to a happy customer, and hopefully a brand advocate. But I'd love to hand it back over to you. I'd love to hear your experiences around your digital marketing efforts, to hear your challenges as well. Do you have principles in place that you live and die by, that you'll be able to use in 10 years' time, regardless of the channels and the marketing conditions out there? Or are you struggling to get systems in place? Are you struggling to get your principles right? And are you being pulled in every direction by different marketing trends? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer all of those. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell as well. It'll let you know when I've got new videos coming out. If you want actionable brand strategy tips and techniques, head on over to BrandMasterAcademy.com. Get yourself signed up for the list. It's free, and I keep some exclusive content for that list as well. So get yourself involved. If you want to build brand strategies from scratch as well, there's plenty of resources on there for you to download, including the Pro Brand Strategy Blueprint. So get yourself involved. But as I said, I would love to hear from you about your experiences, about your challenges. I'll do my best to answer all of those. Until next time, brand like a master, and I will see you in the next video.